I have not seen a case so open and shut in my life. And the more that I read and the more details that I get into, I'm just shocked at how many lies were told, okay?
Players in one of the ugliest Hollywood disputes in recent memory faced off in a New York City courtroom today.
I believe that they are going to be able to prove.
I don't know. She's made herself into Amber Heard. We all see it. This was a massive disaster for her to unleash this PR campaign against him, which, by the way, Brian Friedman told us she started. She was the one through her PR agent who was dropping negative stories about Justin, not the other way around. She played with fire and now she got burnt. But they're saying she decided she wanted to take over and use the power of her fame and name and that of her husband, Ryan Reynolds, to bully Justin Baldoni into the fetal position.
We're going to move as quickly as we possibly can and prove our innocence, where sometimes people judge you before they give you a chance.
Guys, be releasing more documents and text messages?
Oh, you're not ready for this one. Hollywood's latest drama isn't happening on screen. It's playing out in real life, and it's messier than anyone could have imagined. Blake Lively, Justin Baldoni, a lawsuit, alleged smear campaigns, and, wait for it, rumors of actual jail time. Yeah, this is getting wild. So, how did we go from a highly anticipated book-to-film adaptation to accusations flying left and right? And what does Ryan Reynolds have to do with all of this? Let's get into it. So, It Ends With Us, a movie that should have been a heartfelt, emotional knockout, has turned into an absolute train wreck. The drama behind the scenes, even bigger than the movie itself. Justin Baldoni, the director, and Blake Lively, the lead actress, are locked in a brutal legal battle. And it's not just about creative differences, it's gotten real personal. Sources close to the situation say Lively felt like she was being pushed out of key decisions. She allegedly wanted more control over the film's direction, while Baldoni was firm on keeping the movie true to the novel's emotional depth. And then, things spiraled.
And effectively what I think has happened here, and the reason I think people are interested in this, is because she has made herself into the new Amber Heard. And he is the new Johnny Depp. That's what's caught people's attention.
Prove in court that this was personal. Ryan Reynolds versus Justin Baldoni. All of the evidence points to that.
Are you going to sue Blake Lively too?
Into oblivion, Megan. Wait till you see this lawsuit.
Oh boy.
Lively herself was doing some kind of strange things during her press tour.
Justin, you succeeded. You're good. You can stop unspooling now because there's no thread left on that that thing.
Sounds totally awful. I, of course, have not seen a film like that because I have testicles. So that's not a man movie. That is a movie that is made for. In any case,
word is the tension started during filming. Baldoni wanted a raw, emotional adaptation. Lively, on the other hand, sources claim she was pushing for something more mainstream and comedic, and that did not sit well with fans of the book. When photos leaked of Lively in high-fashion outfits that didn't match the book's tone, people started asking, what exactly is happening here? Then, reports surfaced that Lively was allegedly trying to sideline Baldoni from his own project. Some even say Ryan Reynolds, yes, her husband, was giving input on comedic moments. And that only added fuel to the fire. But then, the lawsuits started flying. Baldoni filed a massive defamation suit against Lively, claiming she intentionally spread damaging rumors about him. He insists she made him look like an overbearing tyrant who shut her out of the process. Lively didn't sit quietly, though. She hit back with her own lawsuit, alleging that Baldoni bullied her on set and prevented her from doing her job to the fullest. Now, this isn't just a case of a few harsh words. This is turning into one of Hollywood's nastiest public battles.
That Justin and his team promised to start releasing all of his correspondence with her. They're saying, we'll be an open book. This is not a nice person. And Justin bent over backwards to accommodate her many, many demands. Her alleged claims of harassment are complete BS. Here's what really happened. Released their actual texts, putting things like, he watched me breastfeed naked in my trailer, in context when we saw text from her saying, I'm breastfeeding in my trailer, come on over.
I mean, honestly, the way that I get into a character is through their style. So it was more about who Lily is that was so fascinating to me.
It's based on a beautiful, really important book, and it's about a young woman named Lily who confronts the generational cycles in her life and breaks them and ends the circle. And I hope people find it inspiring, and yet also, you know, it's a film about a heavy topic. It's about domestic violence.
And then Baldoni did something practically unheard of. He launched an entire website dedicated to exposing the truth, at least his version of it. 168 pages of documents, text messages, and emails, all made public. Baldoni's team claims this evidence proves that Lively was the one manipulating the situation and twisting the narrative. Fans are eating this up, combing through the files for any hint of what really happened. Then, just when things couldn't get any worse, the New York Times dropped a bombshell article. The piece painted Baldoni as a controlling, difficult director while seemingly siding with Lively. And that did not go over well with Baldoni's camp. His supporters argue the article cherry-picked information, leaving out key details that were conveniently available on Baldoni's website. Some even suggest that Lively's team had a hand in shaping the narrative before the piece was published. And suddenly, the fight wasn't just between Lively and Baldoni anymore, it became a full-blown media war. Now, this is where things get really crazy. There are whispers, unconfirmed but very loud whispers, that Lively might be facing even bigger trouble. Some claim she submitted, or at least endorsed, falsified evidence in her countersuit. If that turns out to be true, legal experts say she could be looking at serious charges, including perjury or obstruction. Could Blake Lively actually go to jail over this? Sources close to the situation are skeptical, saying any talk of a 5-year sentence is exaggerated. But even the suggestion of criminal charges? That's enough to shake Hollywood. And then there's Ryan Reynolds. While he hasn't been named in any lawsuits, his fingerprints seem to be all over this mess. Some claim Lively sought his comedic expertise to tweak the film's tone. But when the backlash hit, suddenly any mention of Reynolds' involvement vanished. Now, there's speculation, a lot of speculation, about whether he'll get dragged into this legally. Whether it's as a witness or something more, people are watching closely. Meanwhile, It Ends With Us officially hit theaters. And, it bombed. Hard. Critics tore it apart for being all over the place emotionally. A weird mix of heavy drama and misplaced humor left audiences confused. And the box office numbers? They made it clear. This wasn't the powerful adaptation fans had hoped for. The behind-the-scenes chaos practically doomed this film before it even had a chance. And now? It's less of a movie and more of a cautionary tale about what happens when egos clash and the press gets involved. At this point, the real spectacle isn't the movie, it's the daily revelations about what happened off-screen. Lively's team continues to insist she was mistreated. Baldoni's side is doubling down with more evidence. And with no gag order in place, this war is being fought in public, one leaked document at a time.
He is just this sort of more bucked up version, more beautiful version of Deadpool.
Where's your mask? You guys are seeing this, right?
And he's got these long flowing locks and he's sort of a Zen character.
So sorry about that. This place is beautiful. Told you there were a lot of Deadpools over there.
Boy, do I love playing nice pool. He's just so manufactured and so nice that, by the time his head is just blown clean off of his body, you're breathing a slight sigh of relief. I have low bone density and I have to keep my face safe.
So, what happens next? A quiet settlement? A courtroom showdown bigger than the film itself? Or some last-minute truce that tries to clean up this wreckage? Whatever it is, Hollywood's watching. And so is everyone else. What do you think? Did the New York Times go too far in their reporting? Or is Baldoni really the controlling force they made him out to be? And could Blake Lively actually be in real legal trouble? Let's talk about it in the comments. And hey, subscribe and turn on notifications because there's more drama coming.